So this week on Thursday, Big Irv Schwartz has put together an event in conjunction with his colleagues at Realty Pro 100. And I probably couldn't do it justice. So Big Irv, take it away.
Well, this coming Thursday, September 7th, from 9 to 10:30 in the morning, we're going to have a unique opportunity to have Joseph Alexander, a 100-year-old Holocaust survivor, speak in our office here at Realty Pro 100.
That's a pretty amazing. Because obviously there's not a whole lot of 100-year-old people.
No.
And, the overwhelming majority of the people never survived the Holocaust. So there's only a handful. I don't know how big a handful, but a handful left.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, because, it goes back into the early 40s. There's not a whole lot of people that were around then.
Correct.
So having an opportunity, this is like history. Well, it's not like history. It is history.
It is history because he survived not one, not two, not five, but 12 camps.
12. Wow.
12.
I get chills every time you say that. Right. I mean, because it's just amazing that's going on, and there's still people. I mean, because I know a lot of military men and women, and when they come back from serving our country, obviously they're young now. They come back and they don't want to talk about what they saw, what happened. And, what ends up happening, and we're coming up on the anniversary of September 11th. And, we tend to forget about these things as the time goes by.
Yeah.
And with the Holocaust, we can't forget, because if we don't learn from things, which is just my opinion, and I'm right, is that,
okay.
If you don't study these things, if you try and change history, it becomes very simple to forget it, to change it, to modify it, and to hear something firsthand. Hopefully it'll be recorded, right? Because, when people like this speak, you have to listen. If you have half a brain, I think I've got a little bit more than a half still. Maybe not. Well, some people don't think so.
And what's unique about him is that for the Holocaust survivors that I've met, and I've met now several, and even have had family members that were Holocaust survivors that have since passed, they're not bitter.
Isn't that amazing? We did have one here at our office a couple of years ago. And you know the gentleman. You probably know him a lot better than I do. I
see him every Friday.
Okay, so
he's 100 also.
Yeah,
first dentist in North Orange County.
Right, and it just baffled me how positive and upbeat he was. Also baffled me at his age that he stood for a couple of hours and wanted to go longer. No podium, no bar stool or no stool, no chair, nothing, and just poured information out. And having that opportunity to sit and we got to sit. He was standing, and listening. There's a limited number of seats available, so if you want, we'll put in our show notes. We'll put a link to where you can register, because it's a longer link. But we'll put in the show notes where you can register, or you can just call us at 800-306-1990. Send a message, RJ at ronsiegelradio.com, RJ at ronsiegelradio.com. Any of our socials, just put on there that you want a reservation, and we'll take care of that. Time again?
9 a.m. on Thursday, September 7th.
Thursday, September 7th at 12 camps.
Yeah, he's right, 12 camps. Very unique story.
We're in radio.
It's okay.
Give us a little tease and bigger. You got to give a little. I mean, it's radio.
Yeah.
A little tease. Putting Big Irv on the spot. Right.
Well, his story is such where, he's survived. When he got off the train, when he was being moved from camp to camp, he got off a train. It was like around midnight, and it was my understanding, I think it was Dr. Mangala who was going down the line and saying, you go to the right, you go to the left. And they told him to go to the left. And in that line, or that group of people, my understanding was people were sick, elderly, and he was in his probably early 20s at that time. And so when Dr. Mangala walked by him, he jumped to the other line. And the line that he would have been in went to the incinerators.
Wow. It's just
if you want to hear more, show up 9 a.m.
Great
on
tease,
Thursdays.
Big Irv. Great tease. We're gonna have you do more radio with me. That's a great tease, right? It's I guess tease is not the right word there, but a great short portion.
There you go.
You know, just a piece. So 9 to 10:30, Realty Pro 100 offices. Reservations required. So, but it's not just limited to agents or
anybody can come.
Anybody can come.
We're going to limit it to, I think, about 100 people. So time is of the essence. Sign up.
Better get here early.
That's it.
Because 100 people is going to be a tight room.
Mm-hmm.
But you know something, it's educational. It's educational.
This is this could be once in a lifetime for some of you.
You know something, I said that a few years ago when Dr. Eisenbach was here. I said I'll probably never get an opportunity again.
Mm-hmm.
And this came up, and you know, we're actually going to do a pre-recorded broadcast that day.
Beautiful.
Just because, you know, I don't want to miss the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, as I mentioned, you don't get, you know, opportunities don't always come along. And you know, just bring it to our real estate conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunities come along. The question becomes, are you going to take advantage of the opportunity?
That's right.
Right. This opportunity is available. And, you know, good Lord willing, Mr. Alexander will be around for a long time.
Well, and the thing is, you don't want to say I should have, or, oh man, why didn't I do this? Don't have any regrets. Make it a point, and make it in your schedule, an hour and a half from 9 to 10:30, September 7th.
Yeah, and it's
only 2 days away.
And I can tell you that it was when I listened to Dr. Eisenbach,
mm-hmm.
and I don't know this story other than what you've shared.
Sure.
I found it very, very inspirational.
Yeah.
Right, because you look at an individual who has every reason in the world to be bitter.
Mm-hmm.
And in our society today, where there's a lot of division and bitterness and people arguing over stupid and petty stuff, you get individuals like this that have that, in my opinion, they have that right.
Well, and they have the attitude of gratitude, and they wake up with that each and every day. And then the other thing is they truly have no fear. No fear at all.
What could they ever see worse?
That's right. And that's why typically, for the most part, most Holocaust survivors are very successful in the event they get into any kind of business because of that. They have that intestinal fortitude that they don't look at anything other than, all right, how do I make this work? And well, no one's putting me in a hole or, pointing something at me. So
what kind of and I don't know if you even know this, but
sure.
What was Mr. Alexander's vocation?
He had a store in Los Angeles called LA Uniform Exchange.
Okay.
And he was down the street from a little motion picture studio called Paramount Studios.
Oh, just a little studio.
Yeah. So he supplied the uniforms and such for the motion picture industry.
I would imagine that's a pretty successful business.
Yeah.
So it's just like what you just said, is that come back, start something, yep. No fear. When you've survived that, there's nothing, how much worse can it ever get?
Correct. That's it.
It's going to be fascinating. I sure hope you don't miss this opportunity, because again, you don't get the opportunities like this don't come around very often. If you want to get more information, give us a call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Again, it's if you're listening to us, not listening to us live, it's going to be September 7th, Thursday, 9 to 10:30 a.m. Realty Pro 100 offices in Orange. You're going to need a reservation because their seating is limited. So again, rj@ronsiegelradio.com, rj@ronsiegelradio.com. Put a direct message on any of our socials. Call us 800-306-1990. We'll get you on the guest list.